Commodity. It's described by the dictionary as any unprocessed or partially processed good, such as grains, fruits, vegetables, or precious metals. So, in other words, a commodity is anything that is natural and comes from the earth without alteration. Now, commodities are based off of demand, and this can be both valuable or invaluable. And over time, the production of commodities has changed quite a bit, primarily due to the creation and the advancement of technology. In the past, a large majority of people were working in the area of commodity, helping to produce these natural resources for trade. But now, in our modern day society, we are beginning to see a shift in the workforce, which means people are moving from the area of commodity and natural resources and are beginning to produce more processed goods. Now, to explain goods, goods are described as articles of trade or merchandise. It's when commodities, the all-natural resource, are transformed into tangible stuff, things that can be used in people's homes, things that can be swiped off shelves or bought in catalogs. Nowadays, people have grown to value goods over commodities, typically because goods are more easily accessible and easier to use in today's society. And since manufacturers primarily use machines and have taken advantage of assembly lines for maximum efficiency, that means more people are needed to sell the goods that they have created.
Whenever you order or buy a cup of coffee, you are paying for the service of the provider making you that coffee. The provider makes it to your liking, adding other ingredients and using a specific type of coffee bean, perhaps, at your request. Service is the next step in taking a good, like the coffee beans used in the coffee you bought, and turning it into capital. Services are more expensive than commodities and goods because you are adding a little more value to the good when you factor in the service of labor. In this case, the services you pay for when you buy a cup of coffee at a gas station, coffee kiosk, or as a side of the breakfast you bought at a restaurant are the intangible activities done on your behalf. There is no emotional value attached, no ambiance to help you relax into a certain mood, just the service of not having to make the coffee yourself.
Companies are now using experiences to make more profit. A company will use services to set, as you could say, a stage, and goods as props to engage the individual. They want the individual to have a memory, something that will bring them back, an ambiance, something different than just a service of serving them the coffee, as we've mentioned before. That's why people will go to a place like Starbucks where they will pay for the overall experience of getting a cup of coffee from a coffee shop rather than just going to your everyday place and just an average cup of coffee in an average setting. This is what the consumer wants. They want to have a memory, something that will later down the line, have them remember why they went there and hopefully bring them back.